Welcome to Royal Pride. I'm Tim Rutherford here with Eastern Hancock Athletic Director Aaron Spalding. Welcome, Aaron.
It's great to be here.
It's always good to get to sit and talk about Royal Athletics. And before we move into the winter season, because we're hot and heavy in the winter season right now, we're going to wrap up some of the awards that were received by some of the fall athletes. And we had several after the fall season that received their letter jackets this year.
Yeah, we had our awards night middle of November. I believe it was on the 16th. And every sports season, our awards, we award letter jackets. Actually, we have a dawning. Our principal, Dave Poff, puts the jacket on the people who've earned it. And just to let the audience know how you earn a letter jacket at Eastern Hancock, you can either earn 3 overall varsity letters, or you can earn 2 in the same sport. So either way, that applies. One third way kids can earn it is if they get their first varsity letter their senior year, they're allowed to get their jacket. But we had several athletes. I want to mention those kids and recognize them. Our girls, Lori Els, Peyton Hicks, Faith Webster, Jenna Smith, and Taylor Stein, and Rebecca McCartney all earned letter jackets. And on the boys' side, Cameron Alberts, Kyle Moore, Skylar Schroep, Zach Sickle, Bill Douglas, Spencer Maxwell, Caleb Hoover, and Michael Remler. And Michael, if you remember, is our special needs student who had the neat moment at Lucas Oil where he scored a touchdown, or as a simulated touchdown. But so he got his letter jacket. So that's another neat moment for him.
And there were a few students that actually got an athletic ring, which takes quite a bit. You're pretty much a 3-sport athlete.
Yes, to get your athletic ring, you have to have 9 varsity letters, and that will earn you your athletic ring at Eastern Hancock. And we had 3 athletes who earned that. Caitlin Richmond, Gabe Blake, and Devin Brinson all earned their athletic ring this fall.
And then to go with that, we had some individual accomplishments from the girls and the boys cross-country team. We had some regional qualifiers.
Sure. We always recognize, I believe we probably talked about this in an earlier show, but we always recognize those kids again at our awards night. The girls had regional qualifiers of Liberty Durham, Lainey Effing, Annie Floyd, and Taylor Stein. Taylor Stein also earned all-county for cross-country. That means you finished in the top 10 in a county meet. And then our boys' regional qualifiers were Gabe Blake, Will Huffman, and Skylar Schroep. I also wanted to mention during this time we had a middle school athlete on our cross-country team who was also received, or didn't receive, he earned some big honors in our middle school meets. Daniel Campbell was the overall county champ for the boys cross country, and he was also the Heritage Day Classic champion. The Heritage Day Classic is a meet that's sponsored by Hauser High School. It's run in Hope, Indiana. It's kind of a neat little race. They run through town. It's actually run on pavement. I believe it's probably our only cross-country meet where much is run on pavement at all. So sometimes there's some fast times there. They're not, stepping in mud or holes or anything like that there. But I think also he set an all-time record for that. So I want to recognize Daniel. We're looking forward. He's an 8th grader this year, so looking forward to big things for him next year when he comes up to the boys' side.
Well, I hadn't realized how dangerous cross-country was until I saw a video on YouTube. There was a cross-country meet going on somewhere in the country. I forget where it was, but a deer actually ran across and ran into one of the runners who was in the middle of the race.
Well, that deer might have won if it was going the right direction.
So can be a dangerous sport as well, beyond the injuries that you can get. Sometimes deer come out of nowhere.
I've heard of people turning wrong in cross-country courses and running into various wild animals, so it's not a good thing.
So, and then we had some volleyball recognition as well with some of our ladies there.
Yeah, a couple girls, volleyball girls earned honorable mention, all-county. Haley Best and Leah Ferguson both voted honorable mention, all-county. To my knowledge, our all-county football team has not come out at this time, so I would imagine that's going to be forthcoming here very soon. And a lot of this we have, in previous years, we had a lot of recognitions, all conference. Unfortunately, this year we're not in a conference, so we're working towards that now, and hopefully we'll have that back up and running next year.
And then while we always, the end goal is team success, a lot of times along the way we have some individual success, and they get to show up there in the hallway, the Champions Hallway is what I like to call it, where our Hall of Fame is, and then all of our record boards are there.
Right.
We had a couple of students who broke some individual records this year.
Right. For our volleyball board, Jenna Smith, just a sophomore, will go up on blocks in an individual game. Sometimes I have a hard time understanding volleyball, but this would be a game within a match. So so she had 6 in one game, which is a record for us. And on the football side, Jarrett Lewis broke a couple passing records. He had yards in a single game, 308. If my memory serves me correct, that was against Northeastern this year. And then he broke his own record for yards in a season. He had the record last year, but he surpassed that this year. He threw for 1,823 yards this year, so Jarrett broke a couple passing records that will go up on the boards.
Excellent. Well, we're going to move right into some of the winter sports right now. We're going to start with swimming because the swim team is underway, and it seems like every year when we talk about, just about every month, we're talking about records that the swim team have broken. And once again, that's happened already this year. Yep,
we have 3 records that are already, actually we have 1 record that's been broken twice already. We've just had 2 meets so far. We had an all-girls meet because they could start before the boys, a 3-way between Newcastle S and Batesville, and then we had a dual meet with Centerville. We did have, within those 2, we had some records broken. The girls 200 medley relay team of Kell, Profit, Griesmeyer, and Huffman. They had a time of 2 minutes, 11.71 seconds. The boys 500 freestyle record fell, Chris Walton, 5 minutes, 27.64 seconds. And then Shelby Kell, in each of the 2 meets that have started this year, has broken the 100 backstroke record. The most recent was 1 minute, 8.57 seconds. So now our teams aren't real large this year, meaning we don't have big numbers, but our athletes involved there are competing at a high level.
Excellent, and I think we've got our own invitational coming up.
December 10th is our Eastern Hancock Invitational that we host each year. It's a 6-team invitational that we host. I believe it starts at 10 o'clock, so any viewers who have a chance to come on out and check that some swimming out, then we'd love to have you.
Excellent. Well, we're going to take a break here on Royal Pride, and when we come back, we're going to talk some basketball out at Eastern Hancock.
If you could see how it ends, what would you change? Around 46 Americans die each day from prescription drug overdose.
Welcome back to Royal Pride, and we're going to talk our expertise here, basketball.
Yeah.
So we try to talk about all the sports, but the basketball is what we know the most about. So we're going to start with the girls, though. Ladies first, as always. Their season is in full swing now because they were able to start a couple weeks before the boys do, and I believe they've already had about eight games.
Yeah, they've played 8 times. Well, the varsity's played 8 times. JV played 7 because Irvington Prep didn't have a JV squad. But our varsity's off to a 6-2 start. They just beat Southwestern on Tuesday night. Good road win. over in southwest Shelby County. So yeah, they're 6-2. JV's 5-2. So both teams are off to great starts. Just fell. The girls just got beat by Beech Grove. That was a nice team, and Triton Central, who will look to improve the year because they're in our sectional. So we want to get them late in the year. Kind of the leaders of the teams as far as statistically. Both our leading scorer and rebounder, Emily Carlton, she's averaging 13 points and a little over 5.5 rebounds a game. Second leading scorer is Haley Best. She's averaging in double figures at 10.3. Jenna Smith is our second leading rebounder at 5.5 a game. And then our assist leaders, Peyton West and Leah Ferguson, both about sitting right at around 2 assists a game. So girls are off to a good start. I don't even know if we want to call it start anymore. It's we're almost in mid-season. They have Liberty Christian coming up Saturday afternoon right at Eastern Hancock.
Now, I heard a rumor that while one Spalding graduated, another one joined the ranks with the high school program.
Yes, I've got a daughter now playing JV basketball, and they're doing well.
And she's on the varsity board now too, right?
Oh yeah, she got against Irvington Prep. She got a bucket, so she was proud of that.
Excellent. Well, we're going to move to the boys basketball side, and there's been a lot going on there as the season's now underway. The varsity boys, varsity and JV, have both had 2 games. We got 2 more coming up this weekend. How are we looking at this point?
Well, the last week was for the varsity and JV. It was kind of a tale of 2 different teams at both sides. The JV played well. Our opening night at Wednesday night against Centerville. And defeated the Bulldogs handily. We didn't just win, we played well and won. Saturday night did not play well against the Dragons and got beat. On the varsity was kind of the flip of that. Did not play very well on Wednesday, at least in the second half, and got things right in and had a big win over New Pal Saturday night. It's just the second time in the last 26 years that Eastern Hancock has defeated New Pal. So that was a big win for us. The kids played really well, came up big, played together, which is what we'd really been talking about. So I was proud of the kids there.
New Pal had some really good athletes and a couple of good freshmen, and the JV had a couple of good freshmen too that I would anticipate probably won't be on the JV for the whole season.
Yeah.
So as they develop as well. So we get to play them again next year, so another chance for an early test.
Absolutely. And I wanted to talk statistically about something a little different than what you generally hear on shows. We have something called a hustle chart every game. And one of our assistant coaches, Joe Paxton, keeps that for us, and he has boards in the locker room because we really want to emphasize the dirty work that doesn't get a lot of the PR, so to speak, or things in the paper, those types of things. But you earn points by deflections on defense, getting loose balls, taking charges, making it just an overall hustle play, whether that be diving on the floor. Offensive rebounds is another category you earn points. So I just wanted to give our leaders in that board. Right now, Bryson Napier leads the team with 18 overall hustle points through 2 games. Addison True has 17, and A.J. Meggie has 9. So, like I said, I wanted to give a little bit different statistical look at inside what we do.
Well, a lot of people don't understand the dirty work oftentimes is what gets you the win.
That's right, absolutely.
Or doesn't get you the win sometimes.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Well, we look forward to that. This weekend is Southwestern and Indianapolis House, so another good test for us.
Southwestern, they're off to a 1-0 start. They got us over there last year at their place. So, it's going to be a good test for us Friday night. And then Howe ranked in the polls second in the state, so sectional champion, state runner-up last year. So they're coming to our place Saturday night as well. So we'll get a good picture of where we are and what we might have to do to overall, to give ourselves a good opportunity to compete for a sectional championship.
They're ranked lower than they were last year when they
That's right.
So last year we were in the stretch where we played number 1 a couple times in a row.
Yep.
Well, our middle school also, the middle school boys are off to a pretty good start. And they've played, the 7th and 8th grade have played 6 games, and then our 7th, 8th grade played 6 games, and our 6th graders have actually played in a tournament this weekend over Thanksgiving break.
Yeah, our middle school teams are off to a great start. Our 8th grade, coached by Clayton Schultz, is 4-2. Nice job so far. 7th graders, coached by Jake Hicks, they're undefeated out of the gate. And as you mentioned, the 6th grade, this past weekend, they had a Thanksgiving shootout right here in Greenfield, and they were 5-0 and won that. So off to a great start. I know we also have some 3rd and 4th grade teams participating in some travel leagues that are over 500 and doing well in what's called the Dirt Road League. That's kind of an eastern part of the state. So a lot of good things. We have our youth leagues coming up. We have our record numbers in our youth leagues. That actually, as gameplay, will be starting this Saturday, where they'll be up and running. So the Eastern Hancock parking lots will look like a shopping mall during Christmas time this Saturday, because that's always people like to come out. And we have leagues starting as young as kindergarten and 1st grade. That's always a real treat to watch. Organized chaos out there, so a lot of good things going on.
And this year we had to add 2 teams, kindergarten, 1st grade. We have 48 boys playing kindergarten or 1st grade. We're about 45 in the 2nd and 3rd, and we're at 40 in the 4th, 5th, and 6th outside of the school teams.
It's always good to see record numbers and kids wanting to be involved, and so really proud of what's going on at lower levels.
And we do have a 1st grader who has an adult medium shirt. So
yeah, well, hopefully it keeps growing the right way.
So, well, we're looking forward to that. We got a few minutes here before the end of this segment, and we're going to talk a little bit about wrestling. And our wrestling team's underway as well. And Keith Oliver, the coach there again this year, and looking for good things out of them.
They started this past Saturday. They went over to Union County, right on the border of Ohio. Had a good meet, went 4-1. Last night they had a dual meet. They actually got beat by Lapel last night, so they're off to a 4-2 start. I do want to recognize some young men who on Saturday won their weight class at the Union County Invitational. Caleb Giddings won at the 132-pound level. Jordan Wills at 145. Garrett Friesen, just a freshman, at 152. Clayton Cochard at 182. And then Josh Robertson at 285. Those 5 young men, those 5 young men were victorious or were undefeated in their weight class this past Saturday.
Excellent, and they have invitationals almost all.
Pretty much, yeah. The way wrestling works is pretty much every Saturday you play in an invitational somewhere, or wrestle in an invitational somewhere. Everybody takes their turn to host. They want to wrestle a lot of times in a given day. We just have a few dual meets. We had one last night, as I mentioned, but we host ours on January 14th.
All right, well, thank you. We'll be right back after this short break on Royal Pride.
Royal Pride is
competitive greatness, character, and leadership that serves.
Competitive greatness, character, and leadership that serves. Competitive greatness, character, and leadership that serves.
Royal Pride is
Leadership that serves,
character,
and competitive greatness.
Welcome back to Royal Pride, and this will be our last segment of the month, and we're going to talk a little bit about a little bit of everything right now.
Yeah.
But we're going to start this. We have a silent auction with our boosters coming up this weekend.
Right. This Friday night at our home basketball game, our boosters are going to be sponsoring a silent auction, fundraiser for our group. We got a lot of neat prizes. They wanted to do it in December, thinking some people might get some Christmas gifts. I know some of the, off the top of my head, I know we have a Jack Doyle signed jersey. Jack's had a good year with the Colts and got a connection as Coach O'Hara was his high school coach, so we've got a signed jersey from him. I know we got a Pacers gift package as well as a Fever gift package. So got some. I know we got some Reds tickets, some Indians tickets. I think some Butler and Purdue basketball tickets. So a bunch of athletic type things. But then there's some other. I know there's a Home Depot gift bag, got all kinds of, I don't do tools, but it looked like it had all kinds of tools and fun stuff like that. I know somebody is donating a hog that they're going to raffle off. Anyway, and I'm sure I'm missing a bunch of the things. So
Now, is the hog going to be?
I think it's going to be dead, or I don't know.
Or does it go home with the winner?
Yeah, I don't think it's a pet. I think it's to eat. So or to have. Meat through the winter, some pork through the winter. So, but anyway, that's this Friday night. Be taking place out in the hallway, out in front of the athletic office, all through the night. Looking forward to that. Boosters also, if anybody is interested in nominating anybody for a Hall of Fame, I think nominations are due middle of December. So if you have a former athlete fits the criteria, that's coming up, and they'll be recognizing that, I believe, the Union County game, middle of January sometime, if my memory serves me right on that. So that's also coming up with the boosters.
Now, Friday night, is there going to be any autographed Aaron Spalding memorabilia?
No, our goal is to make money.
Well, you put Reds tickets in it, too. You saw what their season was, so I'm not sure anybody will pay for those either. So another exciting thing that we've had in the gym, we just recently got our picture wall put up on the west side of the gym. Mm-hmm. It's been talked about for a little while, and I think it's something that's really neat for people that come to our activities and our sporting events are able to look back and see some blasts from the past. Yeah,
we have, I know up on the screen it's there, probably kind of hard to see because it's the whole wall there. But anyway, it's kind of just a taste of some of the history of Eastern Hancock, and Corey Rainbolt worked really hard in our athletic office working with, and also some members. We have a group of kids who go each day to Newcastle Vocational, and they do, this type of graphic, art type. I don't know what the exact program's called, but they worked hard putting this together, and you got anywhere from I believe it was 73 or 74, I think, where we had a basketball team win the sectional at Newcastle back in the old one-class system. You got people like Bud Gray in that picture, who's now got a son playing at the varsity level, and we've got a picture of Bob Copeland, who was the coach of the state championship team, the only state championship in Eastern Hancock history, getting carried off the field at back then it was called the Hoosier Dome, I believe. So that was in '85. Just a lot of pictures. The only girls basketball sectional championship in girls history, got a picture of that up there. Anyway, there's a bunch of all different sports represented: swimming, golf, baseball. Got a picture of the only baseball sectional championship team up there. But anyway, it's a neat thing. So next time you're at Eastern Hancock, come in and check out that west wall. It's a neat little collage of pictures.
Yeah, and talking about the history of Eastern Hancock, we have some athletes who've moved on and are playing at the next level, having some success. One of those is 2016 grad, just from this last graduating class, Clayton Brumfield. He's doing well.
Yeah, Clayton went to Franklin. Clayton in high school was a great track runner. He actually, during the fall, played football, but he was a great runner. Holds, I know, our 2-mile record in track, but did not run cross country. But in college, he went to Franklin. He's running cross country and track. But anyway, he did so well this season in cross country that he was named the Heartland Collegiate Athletic Conference Cross Country Freshman of the Year on the male side. So he obviously had a great year and was a really good runner and doing Eastern Hancock proud.
Excellent. And we have several other former Eastern Hancock athletes who are participating at the collegiate level as well.
Yeah, I want to mention some of the others so we certainly let those kids know that we've not forgotten about them. They're doing Eastern Hancock very proud. Spencer Gilbert playing football at Ball State. I remember early in the year watching Ball State play in Indiana and seeing Spencer on the kickoff team. But so Spencer's doing well there. Savannah Blevins is also at Franklin, having a great career as a softball catcher at Franklin. Kirsten Schroep just finished up cross-country season at Marion. She's also runs track there. Hope Spalding is also hurdling at Marion for the Marion track team. Indoor season. Didn't realize this till it's obviously my daughter. So, but they start indoor season this weekend. So it gets off pretty quick. Shelby Mowry, if you remember, Shelby was a state finalist. She participated in the state meet in the high jump. She's at McKendree. Casey Rubel, the only athlete in Eastern Hancock history to ever place at the state meet in track. She did that in a shot. She's at University of Indianapolis. Hannah Best or was, I believe they're finished now, on the IU East volleyball team. And then Darby Shaw, obviously softball is, actually I think they're maybe even playing some indoor stuff now, but she's at Fort Wayne, who's made the news lately on the basketball side of things. But she's a pitcher there at Fort Wayne, so got a lot of kids, and hopefully I haven't missed anybody. If I have, I certainly apologize that's involved. Let me know, and we'll make sure we get you on the next show.
Well, it's always good to see former athletes having success at the next level, because I know a lot of our student athletes have that goal to play at the next level, regardless whether it's Division I, II, III, NAIA. They just want to continue their athletic career at the collegiate level, and it's good to see we have several that are.
Yep.
One of the other things that we like to highlight at Eastern Hancock now is our Royal Pride Parent of the Month, and we have a new one for this month.
Yeah, this month our Royal Pride Parent of the Month is Jenny Toth. She has a couple kids at Eastern Hancock. They're actually twin boys. One of those played football this year, had a real good senior season. And Jenny's always very enthusiastic at games, just a good parent. And not sure if we highlight I want to mention also the one previous, Jeff Meggie, always is a great supporter in whatever he can do of athletics. And he was our previous Parent of the Month.
Excellent. Well, it's always good to recognize parents that are doing positive things in the community, because it seems like what we see on the news are just the ones that are doing the negative things. So, always good to have positive parents participating with your programs. Well, that's going to wrap it up for our show this month. Thank you again for joining us and being a part of this. And we look forward to seeing you next month here on Royal Pride.